Hello viewers, glad to have you join us once again on the 3-day weather forecast with Paul UGBAH. Last week we predicted that dust was already raised in the source regions in Chad and Niger and was already on course towards Nigeria. So far this week we've seen dust ravage the northern parts of the country and reduce horizontal visibility drastically, particularly in Kano and Katsina areas. So for the rest of Thursday, we still expect the dust in suspension to keep the northern parts of the country hazy and sunny, while partly cloudy conditions are likely to prevail towards the central parts of the country. The southern parts of the country have high prospects for thunderstorms because these areas are still overlain by moist southwesterly winds from the Atlantic Ocean. We also have prospects for thunderstorms around the Mambila Plateau areas. However, the chances of this occurring are slim. Maximum temperature forecast on Thursday is expected to be 35 degrees Celsius over Maiduguri and also over Sokoto areas, and 37 degrees Celsius over Damaturu. The central parts of the country are expected to experience a temperature range between 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, except Jos, where 27 degrees Celsius is expected. The southern parts of the country, because of the increased rainfall activities over this region, we expect temperatures to be as low as 28 and 29 degrees Celsius over the southeastern parts of the country and 30 to 32 degrees Celsius over the southwestern part. For our air quality forecast, which is presented using the air quality index. The air quality index is an expression of the concentration of major pollutants of the air, talking about carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, particulate matter or aerosols, expressed in relation to the implication that these pollutants have on human health. The varying degrees of implications are shown using varying colors as we see. And so for Thursday, we expect the quality of air to have significant effect on humans, especially those who are sensitive to respiratory diseases. And so places that we see in orange extending from Maiduguri towards Sokoto areas have an atmosphere that is unhealthy for sensitive groups, while areas that we see in yellow pose little or no serious threats to human health. By Friday, we expect the northern parts of the country to remain hazy and sunny and partly cloudy towards the central parts of the country, with prospects for thunderstorms only around the southern parts of the country and also places in Makurdi and also extending towards Lokoja in Kogi State. Maximum temperature forecast on Friday is expected to increase slightly over Maiduguri, where 36 degrees Celsius is expected, and the central parts of the country are expected to see a range between 28 degrees Celsius in Jos to 33 degrees Celsius over Bida areas in Niger State. Over the southern parts of the country, a range between 31 to 33 degrees Celsius is expected. For our air quality forecast on Friday, we expect places in orange coloration to be unhealthy for sensitive groups, while the areas that we see in yellow have moderate index, which represents little or no significant threat to human health. We also expect unhealthy conditions for sensitive groups over Umuahia and also over areas. For Saturday forecast, we expect dominantly sunny conditions to prevail as visibility over this area improves and as the dust continues to clear from the atmosphere over the northern parts of the country. However, over the southern parts of the country, we still have high prospects for activities of thunderstorms extending from Lokoja areas in Kogi State down towards the inland cities of the south and the southeastern coast of Port Harcourt and Bayelsa State. Maximum temperature forecast on Saturday is expected to range between 34 degrees Celsius to 37 degrees Celsius over the north and towards the central parts of the country. We expect the lowest value of 28 over Jos, 32 degrees Celsius in Bida, Niger State. Lokoja is expected to be 33 degrees Celsius, while the south is expected to have a temperature range between 30 and 32 degrees Celsius. This is where we'll end our forecast as we look at the air quality forecast for Saturday. Our air quality forecast presents an unhealthy atmosphere for sensitive groups over places that we see in orange, while places that we see in yellow extending from Maiduguri towards Yola down to the southern parts of the country are expected to have a moderate index with little or no significant threat to human health. This is where we'll end the forecast. Thanks for watching.